podcast to Adventure Rule Them All, episode number 164. We are inching ever so closely to Devin's weight. We're literally almost there. I am the Beast Snow for this episode, joined today by Jordi, Devin, and your boy Jake. Cody is out doing the Lord's work, so he will not be here today.
He sure is.
He sure is.
Work? The Lord's work.
We have a great episode. Like always, we're about to ring up for you, but first, go support us, please, if you will. We're on Twitter at TOPTERTA. Follow us there for all the updates to this podcast. Subscribe, like, comment on the YouTube. You know, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. That's our next goal. Devin's gonna do some nutballs. All right.
All of us.
He gave an idea to put some nutballs throughout the whole episode. Maybe we'll figure that out. Of course, we're on Spotify and any of the podcasting platforms that you choose. You know, go follow, like, rate us 5 stars, please, if you will. Because every single episode we give you the news. Devin's gonna bring you the best news from the last week, and we got Pokémon Presents to react about. We do. Some NCAA news.
Oh, I didn't see this.
No?
Let's go.
Oh man, and we're gonna talk some Surge, if you will, and then we're gonna head into the gym. Jake's Power Hour. He's gonna tell us what game he's been playing. Spoiler alert: he doesn't have a game. But everybody else.
We'll get deeper into Helldivers.
Yeah, we'll talk about Helldivers, and me and Devin probably have some games, and maybe Jordi. We'll see. The Shadow knows nothing this week because he is out doing the Lord's work. But
as always,
we're going to talk about Shogun.
I still haven't watched.
Oh yeah, we are.
The new series that just came out on FX, Hulu, and we're going to talk about anything else that we think the Shadow would know this week. We're going to talk some wrestling, and we're going to talk about wrestlers getting paid in exposure. So. That'll be a fun topic.
That's hilarious.
And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It is the end of the month, so I'm hoping Jordi has some great music that he's going to share with us.
Yeah, I think it's about time for a tune-up.
It's about time to tune that band up, brother.
Yes,
Yeah, brother. And you know what? Before we get into all that good stuff, let's play Do You Know a TOPTERTA? All right, I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to get to know each other a little bit better, have a little discourse, a discussion, arguments, just have a little bit of fun, a little bit of banter, if you will. This week, I'm going to ask you this question. If you could be credited for creating a piece of art, let's say, an actual painting, movie, music, anything like that, what would it be?
Like a piece of art already, like out-made.
Yeah. A movie, music, sculpture, painting, lots of art, types of art. So
first thing that came to my head was "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
What?
I was thinking like iconic music for some reason.
Wow.
By Jacob Martinez.
That's a great start.
That was a left field answer.
Oh,
I was
that's
not expecting that.
hilarious. That's
Listen, if you're going big, you gotta go big.
I mean, my answer you know what my answer would be? My answer would be the pyramids.
That's totally fucking
the
fair.
pyramids. Hell yeah! I built the Burj Khalifa myself.
Two really hard answers to follow up on.
Yeah. No, because my thought was I want to be known. I want to be the guy who built the life-size Gundams in Japan. Like,
How am I supposed to answer?
like those are great pieces of art, especially if they worked. You better get up on top. You better lay on your back on a scaffold at the top of the Sistine Chapel. Start painting.
All right, I think I got one to rival you guys.
But
I want to be known for writing the Bible.
The Christian Bible?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Get rid of that King James version. That's the wise version.
The King Jordi version.
You can't top the Bible.
Jordi died for our sins.
Jordi Christ.
Oh, let's head into the news desk and see what Devin has cooked up for us this week.
Jordi, bless you.
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Blair.
Shadow of the Erd Tree map is going to be comparable in size to Limgrave. So, decent. The Boys Season 4 premieres June 13th of this year. Helldivers 2 servers will now kick players who are idle for too long, and the server cap was raised to 700,000. So, and they also had a quote, like, fantastic weekend over the last weekend. Bobby Roode is cleared to compete again, but he says he's basically retired from full-time competition. If the need or want arises, he will be open to wrestling again.
We don't need you.
Yeah, well. Yeah, seeing as how I've been doing the TNA rewatch, yeah. Brock Lesnar will be unplayable on WWE 2K24 along with Vince McMahon.
Crazy.
Cut this fella
Are
out.
people going to just create them?
Yeah,
Of
let's
course.
be in the
Of course they will, just like they create Chris Benoit. John Cena, our hero, yours and mine, Jordy's especially. Now Jordy's going to be really on the bandwagon because he's on OnlyFans.
No, he's not.
He'd be talking about fisting and a whole bunch of other shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Randy about to collab.
Yeah. That's what Randy asked if he wanted to. You didn't see that on Twitter?
I didn't. I missed it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jonathan
I
Cena.
need to watch Randy and Cena kiss or something.
Non-kayfabe though. I think it's for his new movie.
Makes sense.
Ricky Stanicki.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who knows? Obi-Wan and Anakin, we do know, are coming to Brawlhalla on March 20th.
They're going to play the exact same way as every other character.
I know, that's why. You know what's crazy is I paid the $20 for Brawlhalla, so I get everything that ever comes out for it. But it's all the same. They're all the same character with different skins. A live-action Naruto movie is in the work at Lionsgate by the director of Shang-Chi. So I don't want to talk about it too much, get my hopes up, make myself sad when it doesn't come.
And when it's not good.
Yeah, even if it's not good, I'm still be there for it. As long as it's not as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution, I'm be all right.
Brother. Worst anime adaptation.
I say it's up there for sure, and I like the people in that movie. Especially Amir Awesome. Assassin's Creed Black Flag gameplay has raised 200% on Steam since Skull and Bones released. Skull and Bones, Ubisoft also said that Skull and Bones is doing record numbers, like selling a lot, all that, but they will not release any of those numbers.
Ubisoft doesn't do that, so
I'm telling you what I read. Crunchyroll's working on a solution for people losing access to their Funimation library. We don't have one yet. Working on it, so if you bought anything on Funimation, it's possible that you get it back eventually. Oh, should have said this earlier. From Software is releasing an Elden Ring novel. What would you like to know what it's about?
Absolutely.
It's about two coworkers who are playing the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, I kind of want to read it.
I'll read
I guess as a novel, a book,
Right.
not a book with pictures.
No,
A novel.
Hope it's good and it gets turned into a movie.
We can only hope, right? Sony's laying off 900 staff, and they closed their London studio. Layoffs include Insomniac and Naughty Dog. So Insomniac, Spider-Man, Naughty Dog, Uncharted, all that. They also canceled a Twisted Metal live service game.
That's
which
good.
I think could have done some numbers. WWE 2K24 Seasons Pass is going to include CM Punk, Patrick McAfee, Jade Cargill, and more. Don't know what those
I'm
more
probably going
are.
to buy it just for those three. Honestly, that kind of sells it to me.
Hope it's Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's going to be the dog. He's going to be a manager.
Great.
EA, our favorite game company of all time, they're laying off 670 people. And they're they are sunsetting unspecified games. Don't know. Wasn't what live service games do they have? I can't remember now. Yeah.
Apex?
Apex, what I was thinking of. I doubt they're gonna sunset Apex. But it's unspecified games, so yeah, well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel gets a 2026 release window. Mortal Kombat just dropped a patch. They add Peacemaker, they add crossplay, and a much larger file size requirement.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Yeah, Remedy has bought the Control series, which I'm pretty sure they made it. So
I thought they made it already.
yeah, I thought they made Control as well, but I don't know. And Call of Duty Warzone has a mobile release date, and it's really soon. As a matter of fact, it's March 21st. So if you want to play on your phone, there you go.
I heard it's all cross progression too, so
that's cool.
Yeah, man, if you're into that, that's good. That's good. Let's jump into the Pokemon Presents a little bit. See what you liked, what you didn't like. Pokemon Sleep Raikou got added. Yay. Pokemon Go stuff we don't care about. Sharkadet and Ceruledge and...
What's wrong with Raikou?
No, I didn't say anything's wrong with Raikou. It's just who Pokemon sleeps like.
I love Raikou.
I love Raikou as well. He reminds me of the Storm of Friendship from Raidramon from Digimon.
Yeah, me too.
Not me.
Yeah. So Sharkadet, Ceruledge, and Armarouge are coming to Pokemon Go.
And another Pikachu with a hat. Captain's
Yes, the Captain Hat Pikachu. Almost said Detective Pikachu, but that would have been wrong. Terra battles featuring Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard have started. They're one a week for 3 weeks. Right now is Venusaur. So
Maybe
right after
jump
Venusaur,
back on and grab Venusaur real quick and then fuck off again for 6
yeah,
months.
they're the 7-star raids.
Never mind.
I heard
So
Venusaur is pretty easy though.
yeah, I haven't. I turned it on today, but I only played. I did one outbreak and that was it. And I shut it off. So I didn't even try the Venusaur. A little later though. But Venusaur, Blastoise, and the Charizard coming back.
Whatever, it's gonna be the same Charizard.
It is.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it's the mightiest. I don't know the
No,
move set.
It's gonna have the Kanto mark or whatever, isn't it?
Oh.
I didn't see that. As a matter of fact, what I said is, it said something like it's back or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't write those words down. My mistake. Pokemon Pocket was announced, which is a simplified version of the Pokemon TCG Live app, which, I mean, I'm happy with. I think.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
It looks good. I don't know. I'm interested to see the differences in Live and Pocket. Honestly, I don't know what they'll be.
Crossplay.
I doubt it. I don't think they will be because I think Pocket is like a 4 Pokemon like on the board max, like 1 active, 3 bench. I think is what I read, but I don't know. It really looks good. They changed the back of the Pokemon cards so they open correctly now. They open from
Oh,
the
that's
bottom half instead of the top half. And the great news. The new Pokemon Legends game is announced. Not one that I had in the bag at all. Did not think this was coming for a second. Pokemon Legends Z through A. It takes place in, I don't know if it's called Z through A, ZA, whatever, but it is
I think it's Z through A.
Z hyphen A. It takes place in Kalos, and from like the city. What's that? The blueprint.
Luminos or whatever.
Yeah, it's Lumios City, but from the blueprint, it made me immediately think 1800s. So, I
I
mean,
heard that the whole
obviously,
game's going to take place in that city.
yeah. The whole game's supposed to take place inside the city walls.
That's pretty cool.
Which, I mean, the city's supposed to be gigantic, and
Yeah.
I mean, we will see how it goes. I have no idea. No idea. The best part though of Mega Pokemon coming back. Love Mega Pokemon. Favorite mechanic. I think it's the best mechanic they've ever done. I do think there's like a gigantic chance we're gonna get Mega Incineroar. So the fire type Pokemon, it's for sure. It has to be Incineroar or Infernape getting a Mega. And I'm really happy with either one of those. Fire, I'm for sure. Like I feel like it has to be either Infernape or Incineroar.
Why?
Reason or not necessarily reason. I just think they're the ones who get like Infernape gets like the least amount of love in like the fire starter generations, and Incineroar is just insanely good. Like the best starter Pokemon, like competitive play wise. So I think like they give him a Mega in a meta that might have Megas moving forward. Just makes sense to me. Now the other two, I couldn't even begin to imagine.
I'm excited.
That also means they're probably getting new forms. There we go. There goes the monetization.
So Joe Serby said that this game is going to be like a main title game. So
yeah. Legends games are now main series games, quote unquote.
Good.
Which I mean, you can call it. Yeah, I mean, you can call anything you want a main series game, and I'm cool with it. But yeah, whatever. It's a full game.
I loved Arceus, Legends Arceus, whatever it is. Loved it. Thought it was fantastic, and I'm excited for Zaza.
The only thing I would like to, they don't even have to change it, but I would just like to know how it works. Like for sure, is the the strong style and fast style. And like sometimes you don't even have to use it, and the other like your Pokemon or the other Pokemon will just attack 2 or 3 times in a row.
Right.
I'd just like to know how that works. Like we just address that, let us know for sure. Yeah. But I did love Arceus a lot.
I thought it was great, and I really liked that it had like big boss battles and stuff like that. Like
yeah, they were. I mean, different. Really good.
Had a crafting system.
I like that you could attack the Pokemon, throw rocks and shit at them. It was great.
Oh yeah. I also love that you did not have to throw Pokemon out to catch a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's.
I wish that they would have kept that.
It's a Legends exclusive. That's all I have, though. Well, I think I covered it all.
Do you think they'll have the crafting system then, since it's not really like a Origins type of game?
Didn't well, no. So it depends on. You mean for the TMs or other stuff?
Like the Pokeballs and all that.
Yeah. I think they'll have the crafting system again. I thought that was one of the bigger parts of Arceus was the crafting system, which I thought the crafting system was pretty good.
Yeah,
only because it was like an Origins game. So,
well, we don't know what timeline this is in either.
Well, I mean, it's more modern than Arceus.
It's definitely more modern than Arceus. I don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't bring the crafting back. 'Cause they have like a super dumbed down version of the crafting for the TMs and Scarlet Violet. But I think crafting will be back. I think crafting is a good thing to bring back. No idea how you're going to make money. I mean, I do. The one thing I do hope that is in the game is, well, no, I don't think it would be because it takes place in one city. I was going to say gyms, but I don't think that would be the case. We're probably back to boss battles, which is fine, but just love a gym you can battle every now
I
and
do
then.
love a gym.
Do love a gym like Halper. Is that
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I think that's it.
it? You didn't have the PS Plus lineup for March?
No, I didn't. I didn't even. Nope. Sorry. I left you down.
F123.
Oh, man.
Sifu.
Sifu, huh?
I
Yeah.
already have it.
Hello Neighbor 2.
Oh, that's
Never
not.
played
I
Hello
thought that
Neighbor
was a Switch exclusive game.
And then here you go. Here's the big one. Destiny 2, Witch Queen.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
What?
No, there's nothing better, you know?
isn't Destiny 2 already a free game?
Most of it.
Yeah, not the DLC. Come on now. Nothing like just playing a game that's 15 years old. You know?
So
Came out when we were doing ICW.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
yeah, because
No
me
way.
and the Mummy were playing.
Yes.
Oh,
At the
crap.
beginning of ICW. It could have come out before that. Because I was playing it when I lived in the house Elliot owns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how old that game is.
So NCAA College Football 25.
That's what I've been waiting for. Let's go.
Players from all 134 teams can opt in to be a part of the game. Every
Get their
player
$500.
who opts in will receive $600 and a copy of the game. Players who don't opt in will have like a generic, face, whatever. And then there will be some athletes that will become ambassadors and get extra NIL compensation for it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems a bit. EA Sports is a $1 billion company, and you're just gonna give them $600 for their face.
Yeah, but you
That's
got to
probably the
think so. They're college teams, so they all have like 100 players. Not all. A lot of them have like 100 players. And everybody, I could not foresee a college student being offered this opportunity and saying, I don't want to be in the game. Thank you. Like, that's one of the reasons it was so crazy to me before. That they stopped making the game because of the likeness reasons.
$600? Come on.
Hey, they give him the game and enough to buy in one of the consoles to play it on.
I would have done it for like nothing. Yeah, don't give me anything. I still would have done it. You get the game for free. I mean, and $600 is going to be fucking shit money to like an Alabama offensive lineman getting paid $14 million to play a college football game. An NIL deal. So I think
somebody in like Boise that makes
yeah, I mean you get
doesn't make
a kid
a
at
lot of
fucking
money.
like the backup fullback at Georgia Southern ops in the game gets
Right.
$600
and a copy of the game. Yeah.
And he's majoring in like fucking a weightlifting. Yeah, he's gonna be happy.
Nah, give me 6,000. I'll be good.
You'll be good for free.
Nah.
It's a shit. It's a small amount of money. Sure,
Pay me.
I agree. But,
Pay me for my face.
oh my, that's that soccer in you.
So in my last bit of news, let's talk about Wendy's surge pricing.
This shit can't be real.
It's not anymore.
Like Wendy's be doing a lot of good for the world. This is a real big loss. This is a big L for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if I'm gonna go at like 11 o'clock to get me a Baconator for $6, and then an hour later when the lunch rush is coming in through, they raise it up to I don't know what, $9, $10,
$14.
Yeah, that's some shit.
They said they're not doing that anymore because of the backlash they got from the news.
But they should.
Oh, did they?
What state did when they're doing these pitches and they're Wendy's boardroom? They're like, hey, why don't for 2 hours in the busiest part of the lunchtime, we raise the Baconator from $6 to $22? How much money do you think we'd make? And somebody be like, well, we probably make a lot. And then somebody else should probably be like, people are gonna really not
right?
like that. Like
Every company
what
should
do you
hire
what do you
a
think?
normal person.
What do you think the internet is going to do to you when you announce the Baconator that you buy for $6 every day, no matter what time it is? They see you say, well, it's 11:53 in 7 minutes. The Baconator will now be $36. They're probably
they're probably
come
like,
on.
we weren't really gonna do this. We were just joking, guys.
Yeah, that was our social media intern.
They were trying to model this after Uber, how Uber won't raise their prices during peak hours, and they've seen success in doing that because it's a different industry. But that was the idea, that they were going to imitate.
They modeled it after
Uber does,
a taxi service.
Yeah.
Who has no real competition aside from Lyft, who probably does it too.
Yeah.
That
this is probably how the meeting went too.
They're so stupid.
Yeah,
that's why I would love to sit on a board for a fast food chain that makes money. It's just I cannot begin to imagine. Okay, if we're the Subway, if one of you were like, hey, why don't we sell a rock hard footlong cookie? I probably would have been like, maybe we don't do that.
Them footlong churros though are kind of nice.
Oh, I agree. A footlong churro. I ain't even had it, but a footlong churro. That's money.
Nice. They were nice.
But I've seen even in the commercial for that cookie, it looked like a concrete slab. You know that slab that Courage stole? That is what it looked like.
You ever had a Subway cookie?
Yeah,
I have. Yeah.
Come on.
I've had a Subway cookie. The raspberry cheesecake cookie.
So good.
Oh, that's good. That footlong cookie.
Just multiply that by
Stop, because I've seen people eat it, and when they eat it, it's like
it's like what? Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah,
it's like when you stick your hand into a box of packing peanuts. Yeah, spell it. Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, you know what? Don't play with people's money and don't play with people's food. That's all you got. Don't do that.
Don't be stupid. Stupid. Oh my God.
Hey, dummy.
That's all the news.
Well, we ran out. The good last year on Earth. I mean, last day on Earth.
I have an update on when Daggerheart's coming out for people that care. Jordi already knows this. Daggerheart, it's the long form TTRPG game that Critical Role's making.
Oh.
The beta for it is coming out on March 12th. So I will be trying to get on that and possibly running a couple of sessions of it.
Is it physical?
It can be, but it's also digital.
Oh.
They're going to be teaming up with. They're going to be teaming up with this thing. I forget the name of the service, but they already use it for Candela Obscura, where you can make your characters online, kind of like D&D Beyond. But it's like a host site for all these different TTRPGs. It has the Marvel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it also has the core rulebooks on there too. So if you make a character, you can also have the core rulebook right there with you while you're playing it, which is pretty cool. Makes me want to try to run the Marvel game for a session or two.
I'd love to try that.
Would love to know how to play.
Well, if I ever run it, I'll let you know.
Hey, let's step inside the gym in Jake's Power Hour. Let's see what he's playing.
I've been spreading liberty and democracy amongst many
As have
earths.
I.
We've lost the creek, boys.
We did, sadly.
Why'd you let that
All right,
happen?
so tell me, why is it called Space Vietnam or whatever?
Because you go in there and there's just crap happening at all times.
Is there
Like,
And you
We-
start each mission by literally just being dropped into the middle of the war zone.
We lost the Vietnam War.
Battle of
We did. We'll probably lose this one, too.
Jima.
We'll probably lose this one too. There's napalms going off all over the place. I literally set a nuke off on a planet. Like,
Why would you do that? People live there.
You know,
no, they don't. Bugs live there, and the only good bug is a dead bug.
Americans really do not have a good track record in wars. So I mean,
Well, it's a good thing we're not fighting for America. We're fighting for Super Earth.
Super Earth. Okay.
Excuse me, we're fighting
Right.
for democracy.
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
definitely not American.
Exactly.
What are okay? So if you're fighting for democracy, you're fighting for democracy for yourselves or for them?
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
You
who's
get it.
voting? Like, what are you fighting to? Like, what do you want to vote for?
Democracy.
uh-huh.
So you guys are basically committing genocide, aren't you?
Literally what I
Absolutely.
said.
No,
those are
we're
my exact
committing-
words.
Democracy. Are you not
You're
listening?
Committing democracy. Indeed.
So
And-
I actually did a little bit of research so I could understand the lore a little bit better. The bugs, what we were doing with the bugs is we were drilling on their planet to get oil.
All right. Well, sounds like you're doing good so
And
far.
that woke the bugs up. And the bugs started attacking.
So
So
you
we started attacking back.
so you invaded
Oh,
their
but-
land. Try
That's
to
about
take
as-
over their resources and their land, and then try to
Damn.
eradicate them off their
That's-
land.
Well, it's our land now.
That's as white as it gets.
They had a little too much oil on the planet,
Yeah.
okay? It was weighing it down. Things were going to go wrong. So we just went to go get some.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
reservation and all that. Yeah.
And then,
Damn.
and
Trail it here in the bugs.
I just unlocked the gas, like the gas stratagem, so I can start gassing people.
Wow. You gonna put them in a chamber too?
Nope. So the robots, the automaton, the reason that they're fighting, this one they actually attacked us first.
Damn. Well, was it because you were attacking their bug friends?
No, it's because we attacked one of their other friends.
Okay,
Or
so
it's
they didn't
we were
attack
in
you for
war
no
with-
reason.
We were in war in the first game with another group and their allies.
Okay, sounds like your fault still.
Well, we didn't attack them; they attacked us first.
Right, because you're attacking people for no reason.
I
think-
didn't play the first game. I don't know why they attacked them.
Sounds like you guys are villains.
Well,
Are you
No,
guys at
well,
least?
sounds
Sure.
like you don't under.
Are you guys at least having fun?
Absolutely,
Okay, that's all that matters.
I am.
I love killing and committing
Pillaging other people's lands.
that word.
from-
I love raping and pillaging.
You love what, Devin?
He
Because
said-
I don't do that in this game.
He says he loves raiding and pillaging.
I bet you
Okay.
do it. You do it if you could. You can press if you could press triangle to desecrate a corpse. I think you would.
No. I play D&D and I never did that. And I can do anything in D&D.
So still 10 out of 10? Is that a 10 out of 10 game?
Would
Yeah.
give it a 10
For-
out of 10.
For what it is, that's 10 out of 10. I think
Give
it's
it
going
a-
to spawn a
Give
Go
it a
ahead.
9 at its best.
9 at its best. I think it's going to spawn a bunch of more games like it. I'm hoping we get a Star Wars game like it because it would be super fun to just be go up against the stormtroopers
Battlefront.
and like
The
Yeah.
Jawas?
right.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Devin, what'd you
Hell
play?
yeah. All right, I went back to I dropped into a little Old Faithful, one we haven't played in a minute, but we missed. Yeah, I'm gonna start by saying I need a new controller because this shit ain't cutting it. Input is too slow. Controller. I've been playing some Smash. I'll jump back into Smash. Now, I've always been a play with other humans in Smash. I played a lot online Smash, a lot of local Smash. So something I hadn't done was mess with the spirit board. Okay, so I've been messing with the spirit board on Smash. Yeah, the way the spirit board works is you fight other characters to unlock spirits, and so spirits have like different abilities and stuff like that. There's really I don't think there's really a purpose to it. I think you can play with them online if you want, or in your local games if you want. But I'm mostly doing it because they remind me of the trophies you used to get in the old games, but with no like lore behind them, unfortunately. But I've been doing that, and it is much harder than I had expected it to be. Like you play you do like the legend fights. Like some of them have so many like caveats that you have to do that it's like if you don't have the right spirits to combat these caveats, you are not going to win. Like I just fought a Bowser who moved like as fast as Fox, and he was giant, and the floor was lava. Like like the
You just can't win.
Yeah, the hazard is called the floor is lava. Okay.
That's hilarious.
And then it says giant Bowser. And then it says he's as fast as Fox. So brother's just flying around the map, just beating my ass, like beating me to death. Fought a Jigglypuff where I couldn't touch the ground or I went to sleep. And Jigglypuff was giant. Like it's really, some of it's really tough. As if there's like nothing crazy with the spirits, like the hazards, then I'm fine for the most part. But some of it's really, really crazy. It is fun though. I do wish that they had like little tidbits of info like the old trophies used to. And that'd make me happy, but they don't, so what are you gonna do? There's a lot of spirits though, so a lot of time to play. I'll never unlock them all.
So, I've been playing Skull and Bones, the non-beta version, the full release.
Shit.
And today I logged on. Had no idea they were doing this, but apparently they have a battle pass, and they started season 1 today. Just out of the blue, I had no idea it was coming. So they got like a battle pass where you can, do challenges and all this to, earn your battle pass, things from, your ship cosmetics to, your player clothing and all that. It's pretty cool. There's a pirate guy that's going around. It's contaminated. I don't know what his problem is, but he Yes, the plague. Good call out. So he's got his ships rolling around, trying to take you out, and I was able to unlock from stuff that wasn't in the beta. Like you can be a rum runner.
Oh.
So you're delivering rum all over the seas, and you can also deliver some opium to
all over
some
Jordi's
people.
creation.
So I was able to kill a big, huge a snake. I don't know what they call it. I forget what they call it. That was hard. I was a capybara or something like that.
Capybara.
I've been playing this for the last 2 weeks or however long it came out. Have yet to feel like I have to go out and get resources to make my ship better or my whatever better. It doesn't feel like a drag or anything like that. So I mean, that's a win for me. Still having fun.
Yeah.
The ship battles are still pretty fun. It's little tedious to try and level up your boat and your character, but other than that, I'm still having a blast with it. Yeah, still, you know what? I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So,
No shit.
yeah,
Well, that's stuff you love to hear.
told you right now it's my game of the year.
That's because you haven't played Helldivers yet.
Yeah, well,
Leave him alone.
I was on my PlayStation today. I was trying to find a game to play in between now and Elden Ring, but couldn't find one.
Crazy.
I was gonna pick Forbidden West or Miles, but
Oh, you need to play Miles.
couldn't decide.
You do have to play Miles.
Drop into Miles. You yeah.
Do I have to play
That's,
Spider-Man 4 to know anything, or
Nah.
Not
You
really.
can just play.
okay?
Though I would play Spider-Man first. Because going back and playing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man PS4 after playing Miles is not as fun.
Wow.
Spider-Man's great, but like the combat in Miles is so much more advanced and so much more technical than the one in Spider-Man. But
Okie dokie. I should probably finish God of War as well. So
you probably should.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you hadn't finished that yet.
of course not.
Indeed, you should.
Indeed.
Please do.
Indeed. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. What does the Shadow know this week? Devin?
Well, I've watched a little show, loosely
Keep
based
spoiling
on
free, please.
loosely based on my best friend's lineage. It's called Shogun. It's an FX show.
I didn't know Jake had.
No, my other one.
He's talking about his real best friend.
Oh.
My best friend.
Caleb with the haircut?
Yeah. Yeah, no, so watch some Shogun. And so I like it. Okay, so it takes place at 1600. It tells you that right out the gate. Gives you a little info right off the beginning. Immediately, show comes on, and you're like, "Damn, this is what Skull and Bones is based on." So,
Skull and Bones?
yeah, the game Snow's been playing. It's a joke,
Alright.
okay? Because you open up on these English folk on their ship. I'm not going to tell you what they're doing. And I don't believe it seemed kind of ambiguous to me, but I don't believe that the ship crashes. I believe that they all just get scurvy and like almost die, and they crash. They end up like ported in a Japanese island. So a bunch of samurai find them, pull them off their boat, throw them in this jail. And little backstory you find out a little bit later is there are like five lords under like one daimyo shogun. And
Well,
yeah, come on.
the president died.
Yeah.
So he elected
the leader
five people to take his
to
place
rule his land.
because his son was too young.
Yeah, until his son turns 16, and he's still young, very young in this. But so it is a little. It's not weird, but the four of them are like relatively friendly with each other, at least as far as we know. And they just straight up don't like one of them, who is like the nicest guy out of the four. Although I do think one of them is going to change a little bit. But they are like, how do you word it? Like, some of them are Christian, and some of them are not, because they are being occupied by like the church from Portugal. So they're speaking English and Japanese. Japanese the subtitles, obviously. But when they're speaking English, they're really speaking Portuguese. And which like confused me immediately because they're all down in this like jail hole, and one white guy's like, I speak Portuguese perfectly, and they pull him out, and he's just speaking English, and like I'm not getting it at first. I'm like, what are they talking about Portuguese? And I finally realized, like, oh, they are speaking Portuguese, but they're speaking English. It's just for the American ear, you can't have a whole show with subtitles. That'd be silly.
They're speaking common.
Yeah, for sure. But so like the first 2 episodes, like a lot happens. The shows are one actual hour long.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I've watched 2 hours worth of this show. And a lot, I mean, really a lot happens. So like, I don't know what to say without spoiling a bunch of stuff. So
Well, I plan on watching it right after this episode. So
the captain of the ship, or the pilot of the ship, I don't think he was the captain. He says, I'll come out of the hole. We'll talk, whatever. So he's an angry guy, just angry. Even like Japanese people are like, why is this guy angry?
He reminds me of Tom Hardy.
I thought he reminded me of
Hardy's
somebody
my
too.
favorite too.
Like he reminded me of somebody so much that I had to like go look and see if I knew anything else he was in. Have no idea.
I like his accent.
English? You all do.
No, it's Portuguese accent.
Oh, sorry, you're right. So yeah, so they pull him out of there, and they're like making fun of him because he stinks, looks like shit, smells like shit, and he's disgusting, a barbarian. That's what they keep calling him. But long story short is he ends up like gaining some favor somehow with like all these people. One of the samurai almost die because he was challenged, quote unquote, to rope down and save this Spanish guy who had fallen off of like the ship when the big ship storm. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but it's just as it comes to my brain. So he falls down, hits his head, almost starts drowning because the tide's washing around. He's about to commit seppuku, and then they hit him with a rope and he comes up. Speaking of committing seppuku, so the good guy lord, okay, he's talking to Ishido, which is another lord, I'm pretty sure his name was. And one of his followers starts yelling at Ishido, right? Who is like one of the lords.
Don't you dare talk bad about my lord.
Yeah, he's like, don't you fucking shut up, you bastard. And he's like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Please let me commit seppuku and kill my family.
And my lineage.
Yeah. So of course, dude's like, all right, you can do that. So he goes home and he's like, all right, wife, I gotta kill the baby and myself. And she's like, you are not killing my baby. I'll kill myself. And they're like, no, don't kill yourself. Let us kill the baby. And she's like, all right.
So yeah, basically this English guy is kind of in the middle, stuck in the middle of this Japanese
civil, not civil war, but for
it could be
layman's terms, civil war.
It could be becoming into a civil war.
Yeah, it's the warring states period, and they're going to be fighting over religion.
Basically,
is what it seems like.
The Japanese and then the Christians. So, they got some kills in this. They look pretty
nasty.
Cool.
Oh yeah, when the
blood slinging everywhere, guys.
Yeah, there's the end of the second episode. Yeah, when he's like, or the one lord who I can't remember his name now, Hatsumoto,
Toranaga,
Hatsumatsu. Maybe that's it. The good guy. He's like, I put him in my room, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that whole scene was good shit. The whole thing.
You could see a guy's head get cut off.
Yeah, another thing. There are titties in it, so I was like trying to figure out how it's about to be on FX. Unless you can just do that on cable now.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. I don't know if it's on FX like that, but yeah.
Hey man, see titty and even some cucking. Dude's like, no, go ahead. That's crazy. It's a crazy show. Good show. My brain bounces all over the place. That's my Well,
Zero CD.
yeah. It's a very good show, though. I really recommend it.
Six episodes, I think.
The acting is, phenomenal. Really, they kill a guy, they boil a guy in the first episode. Just just throw that out there. Guy gets boiled like a chicken.
Christ.
Damn.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, so I'm gonna give Shogun's got a 10 out of 10 snowflakes for me right now. Really enjoy. I don't know. My description of the show doesn't do the actual show justice. My brain's all over the place when I try and describe it.
I liked your description.
Thanks.
All right. Hey, let's go on and talk some wrestling.
Yes, sir.
I think we should start with what you were with the thing you were bringing up earlier. Lisa, we're going to talk about.
I think I should start with last weekend. Myself and Devin Bliss retained our Midwest Tag Team Championships by defeating Jimmy James, and RJ Boogie.
Yes.
RJ
Boogie.
RJ. What's his name?
John OJ.
RJ Jonesy.
Johnson?
The Golden Boys.
Yeah, listen, this right here, if my camera quality was 1080p, that is chin. That is from a chin.
That bruise looks like, when my grandfather fell down and got a bruise because he was old.
Hell yeah, man. I am old for sure. I swing that baby harder than I think I've ever swinged it before.
Hit that sick Rick forearm.
Brother. He started, I pulled him in so fast and so strong and so hard, his body was going backwards before my arm came at his face. So listen, I'm sorry, RJ. I'm not taking the blame.
Look,
I did hit you, but that's your fault.
I'm gonna be 100% honest and real right now, okay?
Okay.
I lie for you before I lie to you. That's what they all say, okay? RJ and Jimmy Johns, the Golden Boys, probably the best tag team we've faced since PME.
I was gonna say I actually think that's my favorite tag match we've had there. Period.
Them some good boys.
Yeah.
Very good boys.
Yeah. Big agree.
So,
Big agree.
I've taken thousands of pile drivers. So
I don't know. It didn't look like it.
yeah, whatever, man. So yeah, good dudes. So we'll see you
A
at
couple good brothers.
March Madness. I get it now. Sean Spears returned to NXT.
He sure did.
Yay.
Seems like he kept the chairman gimmick too.
Oh boy.
Rest in peace, Ollie Anderson and Virgil.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, they come in threes. Glad a black guy went with them.
Wow. Wow. That's a thing to say.
Well, I say that because Ole Anderson hated black people. So
Did he?
oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Have you ever heard Teddy Long talk about him?
No. I heard Teddy Long talk about Ric Flair.
Brother. Apparently Ole was
Just a good old racist.
he was a guy. So yeah, so that's a Virgil's he's fucking with them all the way to the grave.
Virgil has fuck money, so.
Nick Nemeth is your new New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP Global Champion.
He sure is.
Yeah, didn't Matt Riddle win something too?
Hey, good. Matt Riddle says he did cocaine and failed a drug test.
What?
Okay. In WWE.
In regards to
Yeah, in WWE, he failed a drug test by doing cocaine at a strip club, apparently.
no shit, that'll probably do it.
Yeah.
Never
I
guessed.
how about that?
Makes sense.
Yeah, man. Hey, you want to do some cocaine and get drug tested? I do.
That is something I would do.
All right, so Philly Mike, do we know him? Like for real? Know
Philly
him?
Mike?
No, I don't.
I have no idea.
I don't know him.
So he
I mean, I know him now, but I didn't.
he messaged Spider Nate Webb. We all know Spider Nate Webb, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know of him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, people who,
Indiana, Midwest indie legend.
yeah.
Okay.
Philly Mike is running a show during WrestleMania week. He messaged Spider Nate Webb to be on his show. He says that we're doing a WrestleMania show in Philly. We're gonna be doing a Rumble, kind of like their clusterfuck match. You know what? But he said it's not paid because it's just a Rumble spot. But he wants to get some fresh eyes on some people. And Nate was like, I'm just wondering if you knew I wrestled for a living. And Philly Mike was like, wasn't aware, LOL. And then Spider was like, maybe do some research before asking people to wrestle for you for free then. And then Philly Mike ended it with, okay, gotcha. All you had to do was say, bud.
Yeah, this and every fucking every message, every picture was killing me.
Oh. So Philly Mike tried to get Spider Nate Webb to work for Exposure.
Yep.
He did.
And
he was rightfully told no.
Grimm's Toy Show chimed in as well.
This can only be good.
They said on Twitter, they say it can't hurt to ask, but this dude, Spider Nate Webb, sure made it that way. Philly Mike offered a spot to this guy I've never heard of, and the guy takes offense to the opportunity. Okay, just say no, but instead you're going to act like a prick over an indie show payday, then act like a victim? Wow. Way to expose yourself, Spider Dick. I hope no one reaches out to you now. I know I won't. This type of attitude is probably why you've been wrestling for 25 years and yet no one's ever heard of you.
I think it's kind of asinine to say those things, because if you watch wrestling at all in the early to mid 2000s,
yeah,
for sure, because like he's on IWA and all shit like that. Like he was around. He's an indie guy. He wasn't on like ROH, but he was on CZW, IWA Mid South, like, which were pretty big back then. So it just say you didn't watch wrestling. You're a promoter. I mean, fucking. Forgive me for what I'm about to say, but one of them books Rad Hazard as a double champion right now. So
that's true.
I'm sorry. Like, I like Rad as a person. Okay.
I don't know if he wrestles any better or not. But
I don't know anything negatively about Rad. I don't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
yeah,
to say like Rad Hazard is a double champion. Fuck.
But you don't know who Nate Webb is.
Fuck, and never know who Nate Webb is. Like, I don't know. Come on, brother. You have to pick and choose these battles, and if you're, if you don't do research like Nate Webb says, then I get it. Sure.
So, guys like AJ Gray and Nate Madsen came to the defense of Nate.
Yeah.
Well, Nate Webb's he's still working for like GCW and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's not working for
which
companies.
is hilarious to me. Like, sure, he's not on GCW all the time, and is Nate Webb a great professional wrestler? Especially now, I would say no. But to say who the fuck are you is silly and stupid.
I agree.
It's like if you were booking shows, if you say you were a big wrestling fan, big enough to run your own indie shows, you can't like I don't fucking like Low Key. Okay, I hate that guy. But I wouldn't be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And I'm not even saying they're in the same league, but it's just silly. Like, he's been around. We know he's been around.
Right.
Like his name is familiar with indie wrestling.
There's a reason, dude. There's a reason, dude reached out to Nate Webb.
Yeah, for sure. Like he knew. He knew. He was like,
you don't just reach out to somebody.
He felt like an idiot after Nate Webb said, "You know, I wrestle for a living," and instead of just saying like no, he wanted to get that clap back in.
Right.
But I mean,
I would like to hear what AJ Gray and Madsen said.
AJ Gray basically put up some laughing emojis, and Nate Matson says that he should be like one of the highest paid wrestlers on that card anyway. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean,
Stop trying to pay wrestlers in fucking exposure, you losers. Either have a pay your talent or don't run a wrestling show.
Let's not be stupid about it, okay?
Exposure don't pay no bills.
Yeah, come on. I paid every single person except Snow and Chongo and Anthony Lee and myself.
Hit me. We got the $3 payout.
Yeah, we split $3 between the two of us.
I'd say you couldn't pay me because I was running it. And we tried to pay Snow and Anthony.
no, you didn't.
No.
Oh, I did. I did.
No, you didn't.
No. I didn't.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't have the money to pay them. I paid Domi a lot of money.
Paid Domi and Steve a lot.
I paid Domi. Yeah, Steve, listen. Say it. Yeah, just just don't.
I think we paid.
Be smart.
I think we paid
be smart. That's
good chunk of change too.
all I have to say is be smart.
Also, don't start off, by saying, "Hey, homie."
Hey, homie. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Hey, you want to work?
Oh well.
What's up, brother?
I'm on Big Nate's side.
I mean, I feel like we, based on everything I've said.
Jordi, who side you on?
He's on. Come on.
Yeah.
Now, see, Jordi has no idea who Nate Webb is. So, like, I'd understand from him, like, but he doesn't watch wrestling.
That's true.
He doesn't. His profile picture is not himself in a GCW shirt.
That's true.
That's true.
So,
I watch a little bit of WWE and pay-per-view.
Jordi also has enough. Jordi also has enough business sense to know that paying for it with exposure is nothing.
And Jordi's never even hit me with a "Hey, homie" message.
Hey, homie, I need to do some photography. You mind being in my portfolio for free?
Technically, I did do that once.
I mean, listen, I do it for free for Jordi. I mean,
right? I do anything for free for my friends.
Yeah, like that's it.
And really, if I reached out to a company to wrestle for them, and they were like, "Hey, I would love to have you on my card, but I can't pay you XYZ reason." All right, I reached out to you, not you reaching out to me.
Yeah, but that's a whole different
thing,
whole different bag of worms.
I agree. I'm just saying that's the only time it's excusable.
A whole different sack of hammers.
Yeah, a whole different bag of dirt pudding.
A whole different bag of dicks.
All right. Let's tune her up, Jordi.
Hell yeah. February's been a pretty good month for music, I would say. I would like to start it off with Usher, who dropped an album along with his Super Bowl performance. The album's kind of good. Like, I feel like it's a very standard poppy, like sexual driven type of album. It probably won't be remembered for very long. However, for the time being, it's a strong, like, feel good, fun album. It starts really strong and it ends really strong. The first and last songs on the album are the best, in my opinion. I'm giving this album a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Definitely worth a listen. We also had an album drop by Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign. Vultures. Have you guys listened to this?
Yeah, were you not here when we talked about it?
I must not have been.
Yeah, me and Snow talked about it a little bit. We like one song in particular.
Which one?
Big titty naked bitches.
Yes,
They don't follow the sky no more.
they really don't.
Not anymore.
So, but I have two opinions about this album. On one hand,
Yeah.
in my unserious brain, this album's hilarious. It's definitely worth a listen, at least one playthrough.
Listen, I
On
like
my
it.
serious brain, though, did not like it. This album was so obnoxious. Every song had some kind of annoying sample that played way too many times.
Yeah.
Some of the beats had like weird syncopation, and I didn't like the album. Did not like it. I listened to the whole thing twice. What'd you say?
One song I really hated was the one where like the beat was just somebody talking. I could not finish it. Could not finish it.
That sounds familiar.
I don't remember what it was called, but I had to cut that shit off. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, me either. There are two songs that threw me for a loop though. Paid starts off like kind of cool, like it sounds like it's gonna be a banger, and then as soon as the as soon as the verse starts, it's just a very quick downhill slope. Like the song gets so annoying, it's so obnoxious, it's terrible. Another song is Beg Forgiveness. Starts out like really vibey, really cool. And then it just like takes a left turn halfway through. The beat changes, the cadence changes, and I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this. 3 out of 10 on this album. We're not being nice on this one. Beyonce dropped a couple songs this month. If you're in the music know at all, you know that she announced she's going to be doing a country album. And she's dropped 2 of the singles from that. Personally, I'm not a country fan. It's going to be hard to please me with a country song.
Me neither. Hate it. But
even for Beyonce, I didn't really like these songs. I don't think they're necessarily bad, but like I can't see myself listening to either of these songs I'm going to talk about. First one, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. The first one being Texas Hold'em. That's the popular one that's like everyone's using on their TikToks and shit. I mean, it was cool, I guess. It was kind of poppy. It was fun. I just couldn't really get into it. Like it was just a song.
I thought that one kind of hit.
I feel like I heard
I don't
know which one I heard.
It was probably this one.
That chorus.
I can definitely see like people who like country music. Like I'm sure they think this is like a banger. Like for the genre, this is a really good song. I just don't personally enjoy it.
I ain't country music too. I get it, but the chorus I thought it was great.
What's the chorus like? The pop. What is it? Sing
Listen,
it.
I'm not gonna be able to do it on the spot. I know it while it's playing.
Look it up while I'm talking.
That's your gimmick.
The other song is 16 Carriages. Have you listened to this one yet?
I thought there was only one. I didn't hear this one.
I'm not sure when this one dropped. I know it was less than a week ago though. Kind of weird. Like this one doesn't even sound like country to me. Honestly, I'm not even sure how to describe it. It sounds like an experiment piece. I mean, it's got some pretty good range on the vocals and stuff, but I don't know. It was another song that like it was like, all right, that's a song Beyonce made. I'll probably never listen to that again. I'm giving a 5 out of 10 for both songs. Very down the middle. Honorable mentions are Lil Yachty dropped an EP and a single. I didn't listen to either one, so I don't really know how to review them.
The right choice.
SZA dropped a new song called Saturn. I've listened to it twice. I can say it sounds okay, but at the same time, I don't remember anything about it. Yeah. So, I mean, go check her out if you like her. French Montana and Kid Cudi both dropped albums this month as well.
Oh my god.
I've listened to both of them.
Before you go on, French Montana, like Spotify, tricked me with this. With this,
What do you mean tricked you?
Spotify was like new release from Lil Wayne, and it's French Montana. I was
Featuring Lil
disgusted.
Wayne.
So they
I was
didn't trick
disgusted.
you. They just straight up lied.
Yeah. Good, even on the way home, it still said it. New release from Lil Wayne. I was like, you piece of shit! You made me do this already.
I listened to both albums one time, like just real casually, not really paying a whole lot of attention, just listen to it while I work. French Montana album sounds kind of dope. I'm definitely gonna go listen to that again and see if it actually sounds as good as I think it did. I didn't hate the Kid Cudi album, but it was not what I was expecting. Like,
Oh man, I think. Listen, back in like high school, man, Kid Cudi was like revolutionary.
He really was.
for real.
And it's
Man,
been it's literally been nothing but downhill since. And I know he's doing what he wants, and artists do that. And it's always a dip in quality, but they're having fun doing whatever. But for me as a consumer and a listener, I'm still a fan because I like him, but I don't like his new music.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not like so bad that I can sit here and trash it. But I mean, throughout the whole album, there wasn't one time that I was like, "Ooh, shit, that's cool." Like it is just like it's whatever. I don't know. I guess I'll give both of those a 6 out of 10 for the time being, but they're both still under review. And that was your February tune-up.
Can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
From last month, you brought up this person, Kat Janice passed away.
Oh, she did? I did not see that.
31 years old.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. R.I.P.
All right.
Jordi, I have an album for you to listen to that I recently listened to that you should listen to before we go see Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
So Much for Stardust, the new Fall Out Boy album from this year. Newest Fall Out Boy album.
From this year? Like it dropped in 2024?
No.
It was this year, wasn't it? 2023, I guess.
Hold on, is that the one that I already have downloaded? How old is this newer album, Chongo?
It would have been last year at the latest. I just listened to it fully for the first time this year, recently.
Is this the one with Love from the Other Side?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, this is old news. Old news.
Yeah,
that's a great album, but old.
Great album.
This came out at the beginning of 2023. Beginning of 2023.
Was it really that long ago?
Yes.
Dear Gorsh.
All right.
Getting old.
Dear Jordi.
Well, let's take her home, I guess.
Fucking yeah, bitch! Come on, throw down, motherfucking hoe down.
Let's take her home. We've gotten too long. We've been told to wrap it up.
Yeah, sorry, Branson.
Support the podcast. Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, all the major podcasting platforms at TOPTERTA. Go like, subscribe, follow, rate us 5 stars, leave a comment. Do whatever you can to get involved, support the podcast. We'd appreciate everything you guys do for us. Listen, whatever. Where I myself, the Beast Snow, on all the social medias, so you can find me there. I'm on Twitter. Send me something funny. I don't know.
Send them something funny.
And as always, you can find me on Twitter at wise_talk_.
You can follow me on Twitter at _ I'm just Jake. Just watch Ric Flair get his fucking balls hit.
He's bumping, brother. You can follow me on Twitter
sure
at Sexy Debbie B. I remember Snow and I, tag team champions, the whole Midwest, all of us. Carriers of the former NWA championship belt, same one that America's Most Wanted had, and TNA. Hell yeah, man. Shakespeare and Macbeth inspired the Ints, the tree people. Tolkien was so disappointed by human armies, and keep in mind he served in World War One. He was disgusted by human armies disguising themselves as trees in Macbeth. So he created Ents who could form an army if they needed to, instead of people dressing up as trees and being an army. Deceitful piece of human filth.
Well, you know what?
Hail Satan.
Hey, you know what? Just want to say, love Domino's, love what they're doing. Would also get a medium, pepperoni and banana peppers, anytime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, man. Even listen. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, you know what?
Yeah, a New York slice from Domino's. They hit.
They do. I'm not going to lie. Those do
They
hit.
The New York style is good from them.
Absolutely. Go do that. Yeah. We're not sponsored by them. I just Domino's are good now. So
we just really like them. Like their
I'm going to leave
products.
you with that. And I'm going to bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
My arm, bang.